So Madge, back then, in order to do a law degree, you also had to have an arts degree first. So she did an arts degree and then she went on to do a law degree. She actually was given her law degree in 1920, and a month later she finished her period of traineeship with a firm called Maclay, Murray and Spence. In 1919, the Sex Discrimination Removal Act was passed, which actually enabled women for the first time to become what was then called law agents. So there's very little known about Madge, and in the small press releases that we have managed to find about her in the past, there's very, very limited information, and some of them have done her a bit of a disservice as well, I think. So we're piecing it together. So we've managed to find an image, but we also managed to find out that Madge actually gave her time to work as what was called a poor man's lawyer. So she used her qualification and gave her time voluntarily to give legal advice to people in need in the poorer parts of Glasgow. And she volunteered her time through a university affiliated organisation called the University Settlement. And that was affiliated to the Queen Margaret Union, which was a women's union. And so through the University Settlement, Madge volunteered her time as a poor man's lawyer, helping people who needed legal help back in the 1920s. We think she then moved to London in the early 1930s. We've managed to find out that she did work for a law firm that claimed another first. She can claim another first through the fact that she worked for a law firm that was run by all female partners, which we think was the first of its kind as well in the UK. So she's got a number of firsts to her name. We do know later on, and this is the work that Alison Lindsay has done, we do know that she did return to Scotland, but actually to Perthshire, in the later part of her life. We know that she was registered as a solicitor still in Scotland, but that she then opened and ran a B&B, so a small hotel in Perthshire, and she died in Perthshire.
I think it's important to celebrate it quite simply because it's a massive achievement, but also to think about the fact that 100 years isn't very long, and the progress that we've managed to make in terms of gender equality has been huge in that time. But I think it also provides a really good platform to think more about what we haven't managed to achieve yet, and I think that applies in terms of gender equality, but also in terms of other forms of equality across the profession. There's always more steps that we can make, and I think this provides us a really nice opportunity to look back to help us look forward.